Hello students, welcome back. And today we will be looking at a brand new topic that will help us in multiplying polynomials. So these are what are called area tiles. Now what are area tiles? Well, let's look at each individual shape. So here we will establish that each side is length 1, 1. So then what will be this area? Well, it will just be 1 times 1, which is 1. What about this rectangle here? Well, you can probably tell that the shorter side will be length 1, and this longer side will be length x. So that means that this area inside that rectangle will simply be x. What about this big square here? Well, you could probably tell that each side will be of length x. That means that the area inside this square will be x squared. Now, but how does this help us? Well, let's turn to an example. So multiply x plus 2 times x plus 1 using the area method. So how do we start? Well, let's look at this guy here first. We have an x plus 2. So we can draw out an x. That will be this rectangle. And we have a 2 here. So we can draw our 2. Over here, we have x plus 1. So again, we will draw out an x, and it is plus 1, so we just need to add 1 squared. Now, what do we do at this step? Well, we're going to work in this area right here. So here, these two x's, so just draw in between them. And what do we get? X squared. What about over here? We have a 1 unit and we have an x unit. So we are simply going to draw like this. Same thing down here. And these represent x. Same thing over here with this square here. We will draw an x. Now down here, we have a 1 unit and another 1 unit. So we will draw these 1 units. The final step, just add everything that we have. We have an 1x squared. We have 3 x's. And we have 2 1 units. And that is the answer to our original problem. Pretty neat, isn't it? So now I want you guys to try. Go ahead and try to multiply x plus 3 times x plus 2 using the area method. Okay, now that you have given that a shot, let's work through it together. So first step, we're going to draw this guy out. So we have an x. Need some space here. Sorry. So we have an x and we have 3 1 units. Sorry. And then over here, we have x plus 2. So we will draw our x, and then we will draw our 2 1 units. Same approach. Draw between these two x's. That will be our x squared. Draw between the 1 unit and the x to give us an x. Repeat for this 1 unit and the x. Repeat down here. Up here, we will draw an x. With this square here, we will also draw an x. And then down here, we will have a bunch of ones, just like this. So what is our answer? So we have 1x squared. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 x's. And we have 6 ones, which will give us our answer of x squared plus 5x plus 6. Not bad, right? All right. Before you go, I want you guys to consider this question. This one's a little different. As you can see here that I wrote in red, we have a minus sign. So I want you to leave you with this. How do we solve this problem using the minus sign? Think about this, and when we come back to class, we will discuss.